Howdy y'all, Q here. And today I'm going to be reviewing the very hard to find Ibanez Metal Screamer. Let's get to it.
If you made it this far, welcome to the Q Show. Gonna learn a thing, it's probably in the title.
Alright, so first things first, is my understanding that this was made for like 1 year in Japan in like 85 or something. This one, I'm told, the internet seems a little conflicting on. Some people say it's very similar to a TS10, other people say it's really more like a TS9 with only a slight bass boost in the tone section, which is on this labeled the metallics setting, which is just the tone knob. I had to do a pretty interesting repair on it. You might see some pictures populate. I basically had to repair the metal piece inside the potentiometer to get it to work. It was kind of sounding weird before that, but it's working now. Sounds really cool. Huge fan. And off we go. I'm just going to give you a little taste of how it sounds running through my typical rig, which is running it through a Randall PSL 100. I feel like it really works on the neck pickup this time, although I have it wired in parallel. That's the weird one, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of walk through the settings a little bit so you can kind of hear it and give you a little taste. So maybe you want to hunt down one of your own. Other fun things about this, because of the era it was made and because it was made in Japan, it has like all those like Mojo parts, the 4558, I think it's the D. It's like the one that was in like the very first ones that people kind of go crazy for. I personally believe that is a bunch of hogwash. The difference in a very concentrated environment is not non-existent, but I would go as far as to say it's pretty negligible. You don't need to any more than a few dollars if you want to like scratch an itch to experiment. You see these chips for like 20 bucks, you're crazy to buy one. Moving on, let's check out that clean tone. Alright, clean thing. It is very much a Tubescreamer, despite its name. One thing I do find, I know everyone's like, oh, you don't want to turn the tone knob all the way, but because this has a boosted low end, I feel like its sweet spot really is with the tone knob full, which I know is... all the blues dude licks. So let's actually explore the tonal variety of the pedal. I don't feel like level knob really does much more than, you know, give it level. We're gonna go over the drive knob and the metallics knob. Keep in mind that you can always roll your volume back to kind of get the variety that you see in the drive knob. So this is the drive knob all the way down. Then higher, but you roll this down. Not exactly the same, but you get a lot of that character. So keep in mind that all Tubescreamers really respond really well to adjusting your gain going in. Metallics knob. And that's pretty much it, or it would be if I did not at this exact moment decide that I was going to compare it to my Tubescreamer. Alright, so I'm going to play a riff on it. Alright, cool. Here we go, Tubescreamer. Alright, so comparing those two to me, there's kind of like a scooped mids quality in the metalizer that I'm a huge fan of. I always associated that with the TS10. All I know is I like it a lot. If you ever see one of these at a price that is not ridiculous, definitely get one. If you can't and are curious, there are plenty of resources online to convert a Tubescreamer into one of these. It's a couple of very small changes. And there you have it. What did you think? Have you ever even heard of this thing before? I hadn't until I stumbled on it. Is there something that you wish I had tried, or maybe a quality in the Tubescreamer that I didn't compare it to that you wish I had? You should totally let me know in the comments. I would like to thank my Patreon subscriber. Super cool. Hoping for more. And I would like to thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for getting this far in the video. If you are still watching, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time on The Q Show.